name is Jack, and I am here with Ryan today.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Wakefield News Show. Today we will be talking about many things like sports, school start time, the school falling apart, and also phone usage in class.
When you walk through the halls, you're likely to run into many missing tiles, mold, and water spots on the ceiling.
Sometimes there are even exposed pipes or water leaking out of the ceiling. This needs to be brought to the administration's attention.
It makes students feel ashamed about going here. The school is falling apart and needs to be redone.
In other news, the school start time has been a problem for many years. Students just don't get enough sleep.
Sleep is very important to the brain development in adolescence.
Alright, we're going to send it off to Dan. Let's find out how some students feel.
Thank you guys, and our group will be talking about time as it relates to school.
I think that school should start later because it's a lot better for kids' mental health and they can wake up later and they feel better throughout the day.
I am hugely concerned about extracurricular activities being pushed off to even later times because I do feel like, especially for elementary age students, extracurricular activities already start very late.
I think if school needed to start at a later time, I think it could be like 7:45, maybe like 7:50.
I think there should be more time in between periods because it gives more kids time to use the bathroom or get to their class because sometimes it can be far away.
This is the first year that we've had 3 minutes instead of 4 minutes. And I really think that 60 seconds makes a really big difference.
I think if school started at a later time, it could affect sports, maybe because it would be later in the day and people have like other things to do later in the day.
Thank you guys. Now sending it back over to you.
Thank you, Dan. This would let students get much more rest and have a much more positive outlook on their school day.
Sports are getting interesting right now as Kansas just won the national championship and UNC will be remembered as a team who blew a 16-point lead at halftime to lose the championship.
On to some other news. LeBron will miss the playoffs for only the 4th time in his long 19-year career after losing to the Suns by 25 the other night.
On the other hand, the Celtics are on fire to sit second in the East with a 50-30 record, but are 25-5 in their last 30 games, and were 18-20 on January 25th. Leading the Celtics are two young superstars in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Jason Tatum is averaging 27 points per game, and Brown with 24 points per game. The Celtics also have the best defensive rating in the league in 2022, and the second best offense in 2022. The condition of the school has been the biggest issue for Wakefield High in the last few decades. So the students don't feel safe walking around the school, and that's not okay. Okay, we're going to send it off to Jordan for a student interview.
The condition of the school has never been great, with the constant holes in both the walls and the ceiling. So we asked some student and teachers some insight on the matter.
I feel like the condition of school is pretty horrendous right now. It's very dangerous. Some of the ceiling tiles could fall. Every time you look up, there's mold, there's wet marks everywhere, and it's just plain out disgusting.
Walking through school, I feel down, like not really a lot of good energy. The atmosphere doesn't lift my spirits.
Do I think the students would benefit from better school conditions? Yes, I do. I think it helps with morale on both ends, teachers and students. Ready to come into a nice building, I think it changes how you feel about the day.
How I feel about the condition of the school, I think it could be a lot better. I feel like the school now is just, like you see in like the hallways, like you look at the roof, and then there's like issues. Like the roof's falling apart, and things just look a little bit outdated.
Yes, I think as most students would agree, it's there's definitely things that go on in the school as far as conditions go. Most schools are the same way, right? So I think it would be better. Yes.
I feel it's fine to walk through the school, but I feel like there's stuff on me every time. I feel musty in like some places in the school. So
I think the school should be rebuilt from the ground up because I don't think you can fix what's going on here.
Hopefully the school will either be rebuilt or remodeled soon. Back to you guys.
Another pressing problem is phone usage. Many teachers have trouble getting kids off their phones.
Yes, in many classes, people are using their phones and not paying any attention. This is not good for teachers because they can't teach their lesson.
I think a good solution is taking their phone if they are caught, but only if they have work to do or it is a lesson. If you are on your phone and you are finished your work, there's no reason to get mad at that.
Overall, I think many students need to cut back on their phone usage in class so we can enjoy having our phones out in class. There are talks about taking our phones away, potentially altogether.
Let's send it off to Anthony for some student interviews on this issue.
Thanks for sending it down here. We now have a new report regarding the phone usage in school coming directly from a few of our students here at Wakefield High.
I use my phone probably like an hour a day during school. I see other students using their phone a lot, like every class.
I see students on their phone probably like every class, honestly. I use my phone outside of school like all the time, honestly. I think students use their phones like at reasonable times. I don't think it's too often, like before class and after.
I use my phone for like an hour during school. I see other students on their phone frequently. I see teachers on my phone like once a class.
I see maybe like one or two of them a day use their phone. Not a lot.
The teachers don't use their phone too often, but occasionally.
No, I don't think using your phone's a problem in school if you're using it at the right time.
It's definitely a problem in school, but there's not much anyone can do about it. I use my phone a lot outside of school.
I think it's a problem, but, can't change it.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast. Back up to you guys in the studio.
There is so much this school can do to improve conditions, and we could talk about these topics for a while, but that's about all the time we have today. So thanks for watching Wakefield High News, and hope to see you again soon.